Hello, my friends. This is your happy Stanford lady, Rachel Markin, hoping the creative you shine through. Let's take a look real quick at my website here. This is happystanfordlady.com. I have my own website. Super, super exciting. And then when you go to my website, this is where you find all about Rachel Markin. This is all about Happy Stanford. You can subscribe to me here. And then you have all these other options right on my website. You can access the catalogs, YouTube, go shopping. You can join my Happy Stamper Lady team, check out my Facebook, check out all the specials that are happening. When you go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe there as well, because this is going to give you access to every single one of my videos. And they're organized in different ways. My husband's done a great job of organizing my videos. I'm so grateful for him. I actually wouldn't be able to do any of this without him. He's so good about helping me do all that. Subscribe to Facebook as well. And then you also can see all my blogs, which I try to do blogs on Saturday, videos on Friday, catalogs, contact me, or learn all about me, Rachel Markin, your happy stamper lady. Hi, my friends. I'm super excited. This is a different video because I have done something that I've been wanting to do for a good year, but until I started blogging, I couldn't take part in it. Kylie Bertucci has an international blog hop every month, just one time. You get to enter in a card and people vote for it. So, first of all, I'm going to cry out for a vote here. I will send you a link individually, but there will be a link attached to the blog that goes with this video that you vote for me, and then I have a chance to have my blog and my card go internationally around the world. This is super, super exciting for me, something that I've really been wanting to do. So I hope that you help me by voting, voting, voting. Okay, so the card we're going to make today is an Elegant Rose book fold card. I love the fold of this card because I love books. I really love to read, and I love something that looks and feels like a book, and that's what this does. So let's talk about the card base. Up here on my notebook, you'll see I always try to keep my notebook. I've made some accidents lately because my brain is not working super great. So please forgive me if I'm not always getting everything right, but I am certainly trying to make sure I do the measurements properly. This card base is 11 inches, rich razzleberry, by the way, 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches this way. You're going to score it right down the middle at 5 1/2. Okay, that's normal. That would be like a normal card. Here's where the book comes in. You take the open side and you put it on your trimmer, and then you score. You mark this at 4 1/4 inches, and then you score right here. Now I scored probably 10 times, flipped it over, and scored on the other side. You want this to be very well scored to feel like a book. This is also a perfect time for you to be using your bone folder. You want really, really good scores on this, okay? Once you have done that, we're actually going to take our glue. Now, you could use any type of adhesive you want. You know, I like my glue. We're actually going to glue just in that little small area where we scored. Again, this is a perfect time for your bone folder to really make sure that glue gets nice and tight down in there. You are creating a spine. So if I turn it, there you go. You can see the score mark. This becomes a spine of the book, because what happens is this actually becomes your card. Okay, so you got your card here and you have a spine of a book. It's super, super cool. Very easy though. And once you get it down, you're like, oh, that's easy peasy. And that's what I want for you, because when we're making cards and I'm showing you how to create something, I want you to be able to take that same concept and use it for many, many different things. I like that. That's important to me. So I want to show you how to do that as well. All right, let's do the inside of the card first. So the inside card pieces are 4 by 4 and 4 by 3 1/2. The 4 by 3 1/2 piece, we're going to put our words on. And the 4x4, we're going to do a little bit of decorating. You know me, I can't just leave it plain, but no planes for me. But we're going to leave space you can write in. Now, this is where your Stamparatus, which should be your friend all the time, comes in handy with your words. So I have placed my magnets down on my paper, and then I place my saying, which is from the Good Feelings stamp set, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. Isn't that fun? Then you take your plate and you let the plate do the work for you. It picks up your stamp. Then you're going to add your color, whatever that may be. In our case, we're going to add some more rich raspberry because, hello, rich raspberry is fabulous. We're going to add rich raspberry, and we're going to let the plate drop and do the work for us. Now, I have shown a couple times this handy dandy little thing, which is hilarious. Okay, I want to show you this before I do it again. You're like, you didn't quite get the words the way you'd want them, like a nice solid feel. This is the beauty of the Stamparatus. You can do multiples, which I like to do, but also it helps you if you're like, my words just didn't get in there the way I wanted them to. There you go. And you can go and do it again. And that is the beauty of the Stamparatus. Then I would leave this on here because I'm going to make several more of these. And then my stamp is already in place and my card is already ready to go. Now, this is a hockey puck for air hockey, but it works. I loved it, and it saves my hands. So there you go. There's a little funny tip for you. Now, while I have this on here, we're going to take, so we've used the Good Feelings stamp set. There are lots of words in here, by the way. You're on my mind and in my heart. Hip, hip, hooray. I'm just so happy for you. Thank you. And then sending sunshine and good feelings your way. Great set to use for lots of things. We're going to come back and use our flowers from Wonderful World. Now, this is Sale-A-Bration. And Sale-A-Bration is going to end on August 31st. Now, this particular set of flowers that you can get, it actually comes, you spend $100 and it actually comes with matching DSP. You can go back and watch a couple of my other videos and you can see the DSP that goes with it. I've used it on some really cute hippos because you know I love the hippos. I've used it on a couple different things that are super, super cute. So I really enjoy that. Now this, I'm just making like a little border and leaving a place for you to write. This is one of the flowers in the Wonderful World flower set, and that is Starry Sky that I'm using. Then I'm going to come in with the rich raspberry. Oh, that rose, so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. Okay, we're done with that part of it. So I'm actually going to close up my stamp pads because we're going to be doing something different on the front. Same colors, but with some different pieces. So we've given our spine time to dry. It doesn't take super long to dry. Oh, nope, I want a rose on there too. It doesn't take super long to dry, but you want to give it a moment because you want it to really adhere to the piece because you want that spine. Then we're going to do a little bit of rose in there just because. Because we can, because it's beautiful. All right, so let's start on the inside of our card. Super, super simple. This piece is going to go over here on this side. I don't know. I just thought I liked the word part on this side of the card. I just thought it was really pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. And then this piece, we're going to, I'm just trying to decide. I think I want to set it that way. Sit over here. And then, like I said, this is going to be where you can put in whatever you want to write. Now, as my daughter says, Mom, that's not enough room for you because I like to write a novel when I send my cards. But you always have the back side. Sometimes I'll put white paper there if I don't feel like I have enough. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I'm going to add a little bit more on the inside. So I have some of this gorgeous glimmer paper that is in our annual catalog. And it actually comes in all the in colors. We're using Starry Sky, and it is cut at, the glimmer paper is cut at 4 inches by 1 inch. Okay, and we're going to put a piece of that over here because I think everything needs a little bit of glimmer and shine. I'm all about the glimmer and shine. And look at that, beautiful, already kind of giving it a pop, right? And then we're going to use the DSP, excuse me, from Rings of Love. So the Rings of Love paper is also a Sale-A-Bration item, and it will go away. Now, the Rings of Love, you can get, excuse me, you can get that if you spend $50, you can get that DSP. Okay, there's the inside of our card. Isn't that gorgeous? And it feels like a book to me. It feels like a book. I love it. So now we want to get this feel of the spine. So we're going to go back to the glimmer paper. So you notice on the notebook, on the glimmer paper and the DSP, I have 2 in there. You need 2 strips of glimmer paper and 2 strips of your DSP, because you're going to use one on the inside and one on the spine. I just really like the look on the spine. I think it's really, really pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? And then, I don't know if I told you, the DSP strip is 3 3/4 by 3/4 inches. Love it. I love Sale-A-Bration. I always feel like they come out with the nicest things. And I love free. Who doesn't love free? So, you're going to spend, you can put together the supplies you need for this book card, and you're going to get stuff for free. I love it. It's a win-win situation, in my opinion. Now, this is a full, like you can see how the full look of this piece of DSP. I love it. But remember, there's always 2 sides. I've seen people do really cute stuff with this house too. But I don't know. I just really love this medallion, I guess you'd call it. I think it's beautiful. It is 4 inches by 4 inches for the front. Okay, super, super easy. And again, you can take this, and if you don't have the stuff that I have, gather your supplies, get yourself some cardstock, get yourself some DSP. You can still do the stamping along with me. It'll just look different because of the supplies you have, which I think that's fabulous anyway. Now it's really coming along. Look at how that looks on there, this gorgeous book fold that you have going on. Then I said you need what is called a front diamond, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is the Starry Sky cardstock. I did it in the shape of a diamond, but again, you could just do it as a square if you just want a square on there. I kind of like the diamond look, so we're going to go with the diamond look, and we're actually just going to glue that on because we're not stamping. Now, one of the things you notice, like when I did the inside of the card, I don't stamp, or I don't put it in until I stamp, because there's 2 sides of the card. If you have a happy accident, which we all do, it happens, then you have the ability to turn it over and stamp on the other side. I try not to waste anything, and happy accidents most of the time can be fixed. In my opinion, I feel like you can find a way to fix them. Now, so this is what we've got so far. Gorgeous, right? This is really, really beautiful. I'm really loving this. Now, we're going to take, this is from the mini catalog. It is called the Handmade Tag Punch. Super, super cool. This is the shape that you get when you're done with that punch. Now, here's another cool tip. I took that same glimmer paper and I punched out a piece of, I punched out a tag, and then you cut it in half because we're going to back this piece to make it look like a shadow. I have talked about that in a couple other videos with some different punches, and I wanted to show you that that can be used many, many ways with your punches. It's brilliant. You will never be sad about being able to use your punches in more than one way, right? Okay, so I need to clean up my rows because we're going to do something different on the front. We're still going to use the rows, but instead of just stamping a rose, which you're welcome to do, you can do that, I want to use my markers. I did this in another video as well with the hippos, but I think it's worth repeating that if you use your Stampin' Write markers, now that is important. Excuse me, they have to be Stampin' Write markers. You cannot use your blends for this. And you will color directly onto the marker or onto the stamp. You use the marker and color directly onto the stamp. So I'm going to do the leaves and I'm going to do the middle of the rose. I know it looks kind of funky, but wait till you see it done. That's Starry Sky. And then we're going to come in with Rich Razzleberry and we're going to go around that circle that we did for the rose. Then we want to get the stem. We're going to do the stem here. And there's like a little piece on the stem that you want to get. Now, here's the magic. It's not magic. It's super funny. You're breathing on it, which is hilarious to me. You want to breathe on it. And then we're going to come in. We're going to stamp it down. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing that? The gorgeous two-tone color that you're getting on that rose. Isn't that beautiful? So that's something that you can do with your Stampin' Write markers. And the nice thing with the markers is that they come in sets of 10, the color family. So neutrals, regals, subtles, brights. You can get markers in sets of 10, and then the in colors, which are a set of 5, you can get the markers on in those as well. Now, we're going to, trying to see, remember how I did this. Oh yeah, I did this. You can do this many ways. I just kind of played with it till I liked it. So what I'm doing is this loop here goes at the top so that your glimmer paper shows on both sides. Again, I just made this up, so you can do whatever you want to do. But so I do a little glue here and a little glue like at the top where that little hump's gonna go, that loop's gonna go. Okay, and then look what you got with that glimmer paper. It is like popping out of there. I love it. Now, we're going to take our dimensionals. I love dimensionals. And I use every single one. And that's why I want to show you. Like, you're like, Rich, you don't even have any left. They are usable, trust me. So what I do is I'm going to turn this over. And I want dimensionals like at the top here. So I'm going to use that strip. I just cut it with my scissors. I just cut the strip so that you can use your strips. And then I want a piece in the middle to kind of, so it doesn't fall flat in the middle. And then we'll peel all of that off so we can put it on our front. Are you ready? This is so cool. That's kind of why I like the diamond, because then this shape comes and it complements the diamond. Isn't that beautiful? Now, Kylie's theme for her International Blog Hop for August is thanks. And I wanted to do, I loved the sending the good thoughts your way, good feelings your way. Inside, I love the big one. So I wanted a small thanks on the front of the card instead of a big thanks. And I'll show you what I mean. So a lot of times I just try to use 2 sets of stamps. I mean, you can use as many as you want, but I try to keep it small. But I just thought that thank you was too big. It was going to take up more than I wanted for the feeling that I wanted for the card. So there is a thank you in there. You could have done inside, but I found this thanks from the Simply Succulents. And I just thought that it really matched the like romantic feel with the writing. So that's what I chose. And what I did for the thanks, this is super simple. And I wanted to share it with you because you don't always have to have a punch. I stamped the thanks and I cut it around it with my scissors and gave it my own shape. This is just me creating a shape. Then I glued it on a piece of the Rich Razzleberry and kind of gave it a shadow. So you can do that with any and all of your words, and you can give yourself like some different looks that way. That's pretty fun. I like that too. Then I always feel like I felt like it needed a little bit of sparkle on the front. Again, you will see me use these champagne gems over and over because I love them. I love these champagne gems. I think they're beautiful. And so, that's too big. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do that one or do the small one. I think I'll do the small one. And I think that other one's just too big. Just right in the center of the rose. Give it a little, oh, pretty, pretty. And then I give it one more. Again, these are just your added things. This isn't something that you have to do. But these brush butterflies, I love butterflies, so I'm never sad about that. I think these are gorgeous. And I thought that it looked really pretty, like on the branch of the flower. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, all right. So let's clean this out so we can take a picture. Sorry about my throat. This has been a harder week. I've been struggling. I did share a little bit on my blog for this past week that my friend lost her son. And so I've been just wanting to support her and be a help for her. So yeah, it's been just a little bit of a harder week, but we continue to press forward, don't we, Nikki? You and I, we will keep pressing forward, my friend. Okay, so this is the card, the Elegant Rose Book Fold. And so you have your card base up there and all of your measurements. Remember, this is Rings of Love, this DSP Sale-A-Bration. These flowers that you see in here, inside and outside, are Wonderful World, also Sale-A-Bration. And then this is the Good Feelings. I just love this. So I'm going to try something different for our picture. Try to get it in. Maybe I'll do it on the front. Maybe we'll take a picture on the front. Let's go to the front and try that. I'm going to try to get a better picture. Oh, yes, that's way better. Okay, we'll do this so you can see it. Hello. Okay, my friends, thank you for joining me today. Oh, that was a little shorter. Look at me, like rocking it today, a little bit shorter. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. Remember to vote. I will have that on the blog as well for this card because that's really important. It's the votes that count. That's the votes that count. So, what am I going to tell you to do? The world is hurting. Go and make the world a better place. You have unique gifts. You have a voice that only you have, and you have a circle of people that you can love and influence to make the world a better place. So until I see you again next week, my friends, I bid you adieu.